sitting tall. Aligning the back of your skull with your tailbone, and then lifting belly, diaphragm, lift chest. Let your arms rest onto your thighs. And take a moment to feel your breath. Feeling your breath as it transitions through your body. So today, we're keeping the focus on working with what feels like the right amount for you, connecting with yourself throughout. And using your breath and feeling the breath, that when you're really focusing on your breath, how it begins to change. It changes the energy that you have in the pose, and oftentimes it allows you to go deeper into your poses. So work with recognizing the content of the breath and how it affects your practice. And taking a few breaths with Ujjayi, so really feel for making that whispering sound. So when you inhale, holding on to the breath, and exhale as if you're making that whispering sound. Do 4 of those. Inhale, expand your ribs. Holding on to the breath and allowing the breath to seep deep into cell tissues. And exhale, making that whispering sound. Deep breath, expand your ribs. Exhale, relax your jaw. Inhale, lift your rib cage up as if you're moving chest to chin. Exhale, relax your neck. Sit both presses down, breathe in, and lift your back ribs up. Exhale, let your shoulders relax down and away from your ears. And inhale, release. Bring the soles of your feet together. Your heels, they're about 12 inches away from your pelvic bone. Press the soles of your feet together. Balls of the feet presses, heels presses. Starting today with unlocking your hips. So starting on your left side, bring your both hands onto your left thigh. Left hand is on top. And then breathe in. Lift away your left sit bone away from the floor. And then traction your thigh away from you as you come back to the floor. Right hand is onto the floor. Breathe in. Lengthen out of lower back. Exhale, glide your left thigh away from left hip. Breathe in, lift belly away from the top of your left thigh. Exhale, you're moving your left thigh back towards the floor, moving left thigh knee away from you. Deep breath, expand your ribs. Exhale, as you sit those presses to floor, you're moving left thigh away from you. Inhale, lift your sternum as if you're moving chest to chin. Exhale, twist to the right and glide your left thigh away to the left. Keep the neck relaxed. Inhale, lift your right side ribs away from right hip. Exhale, moving left thigh away towards the left. Breathe in, lift belly, diaphragm, lift chest. Exhale, you're twisting to the right. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, feel the moving your right thigh away from you. Left thigh moves away from you. Third stage, deep breath, lengthen, lift your rib cage up. Exhale, you're folding over your right thigh and either side of your right thigh, and then breathe, lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, fold towards your right thigh, left sit bone reaches back to floor. Breathe in and move belly away from the top of your right thigh. Exhale, fold, belly pulls in. Inhale, release, pushing the floor away, breathe in, come all the way up to the other side. Taking hold of your right thigh with both hands. Right hand is on top. Breathe in and lift your sit bones away from the floor. Right sit bones away from the floor. As you exhale, as you move your sit bones back down, bring your left hand towards the side by hip, just beyond the hip. Breathe in, lift belly away from pelvis. Exhale, your right sit bone is reaching floor. You're moving your thigh away from hip. Breathe into lower back as you're lengthening out of lower back. And exhale, feel you're gently tractioning your right thigh away from hip. Breathe in external as if you're moving chest to chin. And exhale, feel you're moving belly back away from your right thigh and hip. Deep breath, expand your ribs. Exhale, straighten your arms and twist towards the left. Inhale, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, twist. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, bring your right hand down so you're framing your left thigh with both hands. Press your sit bones back to floor and then breathe in as you lengthen out of lower back. Exhale, folds over your left thigh. Pressing down into your left sit bone, breathe and lift your side ribs away from left hip. Exhale, fold, pressing your right sit bone back to floor. Inhale, release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way on back up. Pranayama today is Kapalabhati breathing and followed by alternate nostril breathing. So do Kapalabhati breathing in Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, hands are by hips just behind you. Aiming for 75 counts of these. Kapalabhati breathing, 75 counts. Inhale. Sharp exhales, moving belly. And then inhale, release. Bring your shoelace pose, bringing your left foot on top of your right. Reach your heels away from you and flex the toes towards your shins. That's a difficult reach. Then your left foot is onto the right calf or the foot is to the floor. Or if you have a block, you can place that foot onto the block. You're working with opening the hips is where the focus is today. Fold the first two fingers down of your right hand. Use your thumb to block your right nostril. Inhale through your left nostril. Inhale for 10. 9. Ring finger blocks left nostril, both nostrils block. Hold the breath for 10. As you hold, feel the breath, feel the energy of the breath as it moves through your body. Keeping sternum lifted. Exhale through right nostril for 10. Inhale right nostril for 10. Block both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. Inhale, release. Space across of your legs. Shoelace right foot is on top of the left. Make the adjustment so that it feels right for you. Fold the first two fingers down of your left hand and use your ring finger to block left nostril. Ring finger blocks right nostril. Inhale through your left nostril for 10. Block both nostrils and hold for 10. Exhale right nostril for 10. Breathe through your right nostril for 10. Block both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale left for 10. Inhale, release. And then straighten your legs. Coming into a number of side bend poses today. First of all, we'll do knee power, bringing your left leg over your right. That's a difficult reach for you, then either stay in cross-leg seated position or straighten your right leg. Starting with shoulder shrugs. So arms relaxed by your side. Take a deep breath into upper back. Hold your breath, shoulders up. Hold your breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze the top tips of shoulders, squeeze. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze mid tips of shoulders, squeeze. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze. Bend the elbows and squeeze the low tips of shoulders, squeeze. And continue to squeeze as you glide the shoulders down. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath into upper back. Hold your breath, shoulders up. Hold your breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze the top tips of shoulders, squeeze. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders, squeeze as if you were squeezing a pencil. Now continue to squeeze as you glide the shoulders down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze the low tips, elbows bent and squeeze. Continue to squeeze. Glide the shoulders down. Release. Reach your arms out to side for eagle arms. Inhale, bring your left arm over your right and bind your hands. Exhale, lift your elbows up. Elbows are higher than heart. Breathe to the back of your heart. Feel for energizing your heart with this breath. Exhale, reach your forearms forward. Now focus on your breath and breathe through sternum down into heart. Exhale, reach your elbows forward. Feeling this right from your pelvic bowl. Breathe in and then lift your belly. Lift your diaphragm, lift chest. Exhale, fold and pull belly in as you fold. Breathe to lower back and feel your lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, fold, belly pulls in. Deep breath, moving belly away from the top of your left thigh. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release, coming all the way up and unwind the cross of your arms. Change the cross of your legs. Knee palm with your right leg is over the left. That does not work for you, then do this in cross leg seated. Shoulder shrugs, arms relaxed by side. Take a deep breath into upper back. Hold your breath, shoulders up. Hold breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze, top tips of shoulders, squeeze. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze. Mid tips of shoulders, squeeze. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders, elbows bent, and squeeze. Glide the shoulders down. Relax shoulders. Inhale into your upper back. Hold breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze top tips of shoulders, squeeze. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze mid tips of shoulders, squeeze. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, elbows bent and squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Squeeze and continue to squeeze as you glide the shoulders down. Release. Reach your arms out to side for eagle arms. Inhale, bring your right arm over the left and bend your hands. And exhale, reach your forearms forward. Keep the neck relaxed. Breathe to the back of your heart. Feel the opening. Feel this right between your shoulder blades. And exhale, raise your elbows up. So elbows are opening the heart as you reach up. And breathe in, spread your ribs out to the side. Exhale, feel for reaching your forearms forward, but your shoulders are softening away from your ears. Press your sit bones to the floor and breathe in. Lift your back ribs up. Exhale, fold forward. Your forearms reaches towards the floor. Your forehead relaxes the forearms. Breathe in, move belly. Lift your belly away from the top of your right thigh. Exhale, fold, belly pulls in. Spread your breath to back ribs. Exhale, fold. Now take your breath to where you feel this most. Deep breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Use your abdominal muscles as you come up. Release your arms and straighten your legs. Coming into your next pose today is Marichasana 1. Straighten your right leg. Right leg is reaching straight forward. Your left foot is flat to the floor, moving your left foot towards your left sit bone. Your right hand is by your right hip, maybe slightly behind your hip. Press down into your left sit bone and your left foot. Breathe in, reaching your left arm is up. Exhale, reach it forward. You might be able to take hold of the foot, or you can have the hands to the floor or onto the outside of your right leg. Breathe in and lengthen. Feel you're lifting side ribs away from your left hip. Exhale, fold forward, pull belly in. If you've been able to take the foot in, press the foot into the palm of the hand, then go so, because that gives you another level of opening. Your sit bones is pressing down. Breathe in and lengthen out of lower back. Exhale, you're folding forward. Keep the neck relaxed. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, feel for pushing the floor away with your right hand as you reach your right foot forward. Keep the neck relaxed. Press down into sit bone and breathe in length and lift belly away from pelvis. Exhale, fold, pull belly in. Inhale, release. Your left arm is now sliding around your left shin. Your right hand slides around the back and you bind the hands. If you're not able to bind the hands, then use a strap. Use a strap to bind. Press down into your left sit bone and breathe in, lift. Feel as if you're lifting out of left side. Exhale as you fold, your left shin is pressing against your arm. So you feel your lengthening side ribs away from your left hip. Breathe in, lift sternum. As you breathe out, as you fold forward, reach your right foot forward, spread the toes. Breathe to lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Now exhale, feel, press your left arm against your shin and then feel the lengthening side ribs away from left hip. One more like this, deep breath. And exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Then ease all the way up. Ease your left foot forward slightly. So left heel is now about 6 inches away from left sit bone. Right foot is active, it's reaching forward. Your right hand is coming across and it's hugging your left thigh towards the chest. Your left hand is to the floor, or you can have the hand onto a block. My hand is about 18 inches away from hip. So you're opening out through the side. Press down into left sit bone. Breathe in, lift out of left side. Exhale, twist towards the left, reach your right foot forward. Feet are active. Breathe in, lift your belly away from pelvis. Exhale, twist. Deep breath, expand your ribs. And exhale, twist. And notice where you're going with this. So don't go so far too deep. Last breath in this. Breathe in, lift your rib cage. And exhale, twist. Inhale, release. Coming into a half lotus, but you're keeping your right leg straight. Your left foot is faced, either you're tucking it in so your heel is towards the groin, foot presses against your thigh, or you're placing your foot onto your right thigh by hip. Coming into a forward bend, so bring your hands forward either side of your right calf. Keep the neck relaxed. Inhale, lengthen out of lower back. Exhale, pull belly in as you fold forward. Deep breath, lift belly away from pelvis. Exhale, fold. Feel as if you're pushing the floor away as you fold. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, fold. You can go further. You can take hold of your right foot with both hands or hands onto the floor or calf. And then breathe in, lift sternum. Exhale, fold, pull belly in. One more like this, deep breath. You're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, fold. From here, ease up and allow your left foot to come all the way over. So it's coming into half knee pile. Your left foot comes over towards your right hip. Sit bones presses down. Breathe in as you stretch out of lower back. And exhale, you fold. You can stay here and traction in left thigh away from hip. You can stay here with this traction, or you can bring your hands forward and folding a little bit deeper. So breathe in, feel. You're moving belly away from the top of your left thigh. Exhale, fold. Reach your right foot forward, feet are active. Deep breath, expand your ribs. Exhale, fold, pull belly in. On your next breath, lift your belly away from the top of your right thigh. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release, coming all the way up. From here, you're coming into seated side bend with one leg straight. So bring either tuck your left foot in so the left heel is towards the groin. Otherwise, bring your left foot back so the left heel is by your glutes. Seated side bend, one leg straight. Reach your left hand back, grab hold of your ankle. Otherwise, the fingertips to the floor for neck release. Your right ear is by your right shoulder. Place your right hand down to the inside of your right leg. Breathe in and lift out. Lengthen side ribs away from left hip, right hip. Exhale, glide your left shoulder away from your ear. Breathe to the left side of your neck. Deep breath, lengthening your left ear away from left shoulder. Exhale, relax your jaw. Inhale, lift your rib cage as if you're moving chest up to chin. So feel this as your chest lifts. Exhale, sit bones presses down. On the next breath, slide your left arm all the way around the back, tuck it onto your right thigh, hip or clothing. Exhale as you lift your sternum, glide your left shoulder away from your ear. Tuck your chin towards your chest, and then breathe to the left side of your neck. Exhale, relax your jaw. Chest opener, release your left arm. Breathe in, reach your left arm up towards the sky, spread your fingers. Exhale, as you move your chest forward, reach your left arm straight back. Breathe to the back of your heart. Feel for energizing heart with breath. And exhale, reach back and feel as if you're moving bone away from bone. Arm overhead, breathe in. Reach your left arm straight up towards the sky. Exhale, wrapping your shoulder as you lengthen your arm forward. Breathe in, lift your side ribs. Right side ribs lift away from right thigh. Exhale, as you reach your left arm forward, glide your left sit bone back. From your pelvic bowl, breathe as you lift your belly away from pelvis. Exhale, fold, bringing the hands down either side of your right thigh, either hands to the floor, onto the calf, your ankle, or some of you will be able to take hold of your foot. So go with what feels right for you today. Stay with what's the right dosage. Breathe in and lengthen lower ribs away from waist. Exhale, fold, lead with your chest. If your hamstrings are feeling really tight, then bend your knee, contract heels to sit bone as you reach forward with the ball of your foot. Deep breath, spread your ribs wide. Exhale, fold, pull belly in. Inhale, breathe to sternum through your heart. Exhale, fold. One more like this. You're breathing to lower back. You're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away. Breathe in. You come all the way on back up. And change on the other side. You're reaching, your right leg is reaching forward. But Marishisthana 1. Right leg reaches forward, left leg reaches forward. Your right foot, right heel is towards the groin, towards your sit bone. From here, bring your left hand by left hip and then reach it back. Breathe in. Reach your right arm up, opening side ribs. You breathe out, lengthen it forward. You might be able to take hold of the foot or the floor or the ankle. Press down into your right sit bones. Breathe as you lift your side ribs up. Exhale, fold forward, and you're pushing the floor away with your left hand. Breathe to lower back. You're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, fold. If you've been able to take hold of the ball of your foot, press the ball of your foot into the palm of your hand. Keep the neck relaxed. Breathe in and lift sternum. Exhale, fold forward, belly pulls in. Spread your breath to back ribs as you're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release, and then ease all the way up. Coming into the bind, Marichyasana 1, your right arm tucks around your right shin. Your left arm is coming around the back, and you're binding your hands by your left hip. If that's not working for you, then use the strap to bind. So you're pressing your shin against your tricep. You're really working in opening the side muscles, intercostal muscles. Trapezius muscles are opening up here. Deep breath, lengthen, lift your side ribs out of your right side. Exhale, you're folding forward. Reach your left foot forward, spread the toes. Breathe in, lift belly away from pelvis. Press your right sit bone to the floor as you fold forward. Press against your right shin. Breathe in as you're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, fold, belly pulls in. One more like this, deep breath. And exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Then ease all the way on back up. Inch your foot forward slightly so that your right heel is about 6 inches away from your sit bone. Your left arm is coming around and you're hugging your right thigh towards the chest. Your right hand is to the floor, about 18 inches back from your hip. Press down into sit bones, breathe in, telescoping ribs up. Exhale as you reach your left foot forward, twist to the right. Breathe in and lift belly away from pelvis. Exhale, twist to the right. Deep breath, expand your ribs. And exhale, twist. One more like this, deep breath. Exhale, twist. You're pushing the floor away with your feet as you twist. Your left foot is active, it's reaching forward. Inhale, release. Coming into half lotus, or if that's challenging for you, then your right foot is pressing. Your right foot, the heel is towards the groin, your foot presses against your thigh. If you can go further, you're bringing your right foot on top of your left thigh by a hip, which your heel's away from you. So your hands are now going forward. You're coming into a forward bend. Keep the neck relaxed. Breathe to lower back as you're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, you're folding forward. Deep breath, expand your ribs. Exhale, pull your belly in as you fold forward. On your next breath, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift chest. Exhale, fold. As your body begins to open up, you might be able to take hold of the ball of your right foot. If you can, without forcing, breathe into lower back as you're stretching out of lower back. Exhale as you fold, press the ball of your foot to the palm of your hand. Now breathe to where you're feeling this most and take notice of how your body responds to your breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Half knee palm, bringing your right foot all the way over towards your left hip. Again, your foot is coming towards the hip. You can bring your hands against your right thigh and your traction in moving thigh bone away from hip bone. So breathe in as you lift your belly away from the top of your thigh. As you exhale, you're folding forward. Neck is relaxed. Breathe in as you lengthen out of lower back. And exhale, fold. If you can, keep the traction. Deep breath, expand your ribs. Exhale, fold. If you can release the hands, to take hold of the ankle. You may be able to take hold of your foot. Deep breath, lift sternum. And exhale, fold, belly pulls in. Spread your breath to back ribs. And exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Then ease all the way up. Coming into seated side bend with one leg straight. Your right foot is tucked in so the heel is towards your groin. Otherwise, bring your heel back so the heel is by your glutes and your moving thighs away from each other. Your right hand is reaching back. It's either fingertips to the floor or you're grabbing your ankle with your hand. Inhale, reach your left arm up, opening side ribs. Exhale, bring your hand down to the inside and relax your right ear to right shoulder. You're not holding your right ankle. Lift your right hand up, reach it back. You're opening the right side of your neck. Deep breath, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, relax your right shoulder away from your ear. Breathe in, lift belly, lift diaphragm, lift chest, and feel you're moving chest to chin. Exhale, as you reach your sit bones back, glide your right shoulder away from your ear. Breathe to the right side of your neck. Feel for moving your right ear away from right shoulder. Exhale, relax your left ear towards your left shoulder. Inhale, slide your right arm all the way around the back, tucking it onto your left thigh, hip, or clothing. Exhale, slide your right shoulder away from your ear. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, squeeze your right shoulder down towards your left shoulder. Chest opener. Release your right arm. Breathe in. Reach your right arm straight up. Spread the fingers. Exhale as you arc your chest forward. Reach your right arm straight back. Inhale, expand your ribs. Feel as your side ribs as they open up. Exhale, reach back and feel for taking bone away from bone. Arm overhead. Breathe in. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, wrap your shoulder as you lengthen your arm forward over your ear. Breathe and lift sternum. So feel as if you're moving chest to chin. Exhale, as you reach your right arm forward, glide your right sit bone back. Inhale, lengthen lower ribs away from waist. Exhale, fold, bringing the hands down either side of your right foot, left foot. Breathe in, breathe to heart. Exhale, fold. So if your hamstrings are really tight now, you're bending your left knee. The heel's contracted to sit bone. You're reaching forward with the ball of your foot. And then breathe in without forcing. Feel as if you're moving belly away from the top of your left thigh. And exhale, fold. Belly is in as you fold. One more like this. Breathe in and spread your ribs out to the side. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release. You're pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way on back up. Coming into your abdominal sequence now. So if your back is tweaking, then fold your mat so you have support for your the lumbar region of your back. And then lie down onto your back. Place your hands behind your head and neck. Pick your feet up off the floor. The knees are bent, starting with elbow to knee. The heels are just below the knees. Knees are aligned with hips. Inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up, away from the floor. Hold the breath. Press your lower back down. Curl elbows up. Exhale, elbows to left knee and reach your right leg forward. Relax your right hip. Lengthen your right thigh away from hip. Pull belly down. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees. Hold the breath. Press your lower back down. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to right knee and reach your left leg forward. Your left heel is about 1 meter away from floor. Reach your thigh away from hip. Spread the toes. Pull belly down. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press the top rib of the sacrum down. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to left knee and reach your right leg forward. Squeeze your right sit bone to tailbone. Lengthen your right leg forward. Reach your elbows up. Pull belly down. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back down. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to right knee and reach your left leg forward. Relax your left hip. Send your left thigh forward. Reach your elbows up. Pull belly down. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back down. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to left knee and reach your right leg forward. Relax your right hip. Lengthen your right thigh away from hip. Pull belly down. Beta active, pull belly down. Inhale, head to center, bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back down, curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to your right knee and reach the left leg forward. Lift your chest, reach your elbows up. Lengthen your left thigh away from hip. Pull belly down. Inhale, head to center, bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back to floor, curl tailbone up. Star spiral pulse. Exhale, elbows to left knee and reach your right leg straight up. Flex the toes towards your shins. Reach out with your heels. Pull belly in. Breathe to your right hip. Exhale, curl tailbone up and then pulse, reaching that right heel up. Pulse. Keep reaching your heel towards the sky. Flex the toes towards the shins. Lift your chest. Reach your elbows up. Pull belly down. Inhale, head to center, bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back to the floor. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to right knee and reach your left leg straight up. That left heel is straight up. Flex the toes towards the shins. Pull belly down. Down spiral pulse. Breathe to the left hip. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Now pulse. Reach up with that left heel. Pulse and pulse. Keep reaching your left heel up. Feel as if you're turning your foot inwards as you reach your heel up. Toes flex the shins. Pull belly down. Reach your elbows up. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees. Hold the breath. Press your lower back down. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to left knee and reach your right leg up. That right heel is reaching straight up. Toes are flexed the shins. Pull belly down. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale into right hip. Exhale, curl tailbone up and then pulse. Reach your right heel up. Pulse and pulse. Now keep reaching your heel up. Flex the toes. Toes turn inwards, heels up. Pull belly down. Press your lower back to floor. Reach your elbows up. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees. Hold the breath. Press your lower back to floor. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to right knee and reaching your left leg straight up. Reach out with your heels, flex the toes towards the shins. Belly pulls in. Breathe to left hip. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Now pulse. Reach your left heel up. Pulse. Move from your thigh bone and pulse. Now keep moving the heel up. Flex the toes down towards the shins. Heels the highest point. Reach your elbows up. Pull belly down. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees. Hold the breath. Press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, release. Lower head and shoulders down and place the soles of your feet to the floor. Just give yourself a moment as you notice how your body feels. Grab hold of your block. Your next pose is bridge with wrist stretches. And then bridge with the block. And you're working towards moving either knees to chest. Knees actually will work through the whole stage. We'll work it through. I'll talk you through. So it'll be in, after you've done wrist stretches, you'll work with the knee to chest. Then you're working with your legs straight up. Then you're coming into cross knees. You're traction in your thigh away from hip. Okay. Have your block within touching distance. Move your heels back towards your sit bones. Align your heels with sit bones or hip distance apart. Brush your heels with fingertips. Then let your arms relax down by your sides, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Inhale, move belly away from pelvis, feel your diaphragm is spreading, chest to chin. Exhale, tuck tailbones, push the floor away as you lift up. Inhale, spread your ribs to the side, move chest to chin. Exhale, tuck tailbones, lift up, pushing the floor away using your very strong legs. Feet presses down. Deep breath, lengthen belly away from pelvis. Exhale, tailbone tucks as you lift up. If you want to place the block under your sacrum, do so. Otherwise, everyone is coming in straight into wrist stretches. Reach both hands up. Take hold of the little finger on your left hand. Ease it back. Inhale into the palm of hand. Spread the fingers. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Glide your little finger back. Feel the spread through the palm of hand. Take hold of your ring finger. Breathe in, expand your ribs. Exhale, tuck tailbones, lift up. Extend thighs and knees away from you and stretch your thumb away from your little finger. Take hold of your middle finger. Inhale through sternum, down into heart. Exhale, tuck tailbones, lift up, and then feel the spread through the palm of your hand. Take hold of your first finger. Breathe in, glide your thumb away from your index finger. Exhale, tuck tailbones as you push the floor away. Spread each finger away from each other. Back of your hands together, take hold of your thumb. Breathe in, glide your thumb away from your index finger. Exhale, open your hands towards the sky. Change hands. Take hold of your little finger on right hand, ease it back. Breathe to the palm of hand, spread fingers. Exhale, tuck tailbones, push the floor away as you lift up, send thighs away from you. Feel the stretch through the palm of hand. Take hold of your ring finger. Breathe in, lengthen side ribs away from hips. Exhale, tuck tailbones, lift up, and then send the thighs away from you. Feel the stretch through the palm of hand. Take hold of your ring finger. Breathe to the back of your heart and energize your heart with this breath. And exhale, spread each finger away from the other. Taking hold of your first finger. Inhale, move your thumb away from your index finger. Exhale, tuck tailbones, lift up, push the floor away and send thighs away from you. Take hold of your thumb and breathe in, lengthen your thumb away from your little finger. Exhale, tuck tailbones and send thighs and knees forward. Coming into stage 2. So the hands are over the head like you would, as you would for wheel. Fingers are Fingers are facing to turn towards your knees. Elbows are straight up. And breathe to the palm of hands. Exhale, push the floor away and feel the stretch through the palm of your hands. Tailbone tucks, send thighs and knees forward. Breathe to the palm of hands. Exhale, tuck tailbones, lift up, pushing the floor away. Tailbone tucks and send thighs and knees forward. Release from here, grab hold of your block. Now breathe in, breathe to lower back as you're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, tuck tailbones, lift up and place the block under your sacrum, keeping it away from your spinal column. Anchor your right foot to floor. Line up your right heel with right sit bone. Breathe in, lift your left foot up. Draw your left knee towards your chin. Exhale, reach your left leg up towards the sky. Deep breath, inhale, breathe to left hip. And exhale, you're sending your left leg straight up. If you can, bring your right foot closer towards your right sit bone. If you can, grab hold of your right ankle. And then press your right foot to floor. Breathe in, telescoping ribs, move chest to chin. Exhale, tuck tailbone, and then push the floor away with your right foot as you reach your left leg straight up. One more like this, deep breath. Exhale, tuck tailbone, and then sending your left leg straight up. From here, on the next breath, bend your left knee. Exhale, hook your left foot over your right thigh just above the knee. You're tractioning your left thigh away towards the left. Left knee moves away from you. Inhale, expand your ribs, move chest to chin. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Press your right foot to floor and then move your left thigh away from you. Breathe to lower back, lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, tuck tailbones and send both thighs away from you. One more like this, deep breath, expand your ribs. Exhale, tuck tailbones and feel for sending thighs away. Feet are active. On the next breath, press your right foot to floor, draw your left knee towards your chest. Exhale, place your left foot to the floor. Align your left heel with your left sit bone. Press your left foot to floor, breathe in, lift your right foot up, draw your right knee towards your chest. Exhale, reaching your right leg up towards the sky. Breathe to right hip, feel for moving right thigh away from pelvis. Exhale, push the floor away with your left foot as you're reaching your right leg straight up. Inhale, move belly away from pelvis. Exhale, tuck tailbones, push the floor away with your left foot as you're reaching your right leg straight up. On the next breath, breathe in, bend your right knee towards your chest. Exhale, hook your right foot over your left thigh just above the knee, and then reach your heels away from you, flex toes to shins. Breathe into lower back as you're lengthening low ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, tuck tailbone, and then feel you're moving thighs away from hips. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, tuck tailbone, and then lift up, sending thighs away from you. Inhale, breathe to lower back as you're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, tuck tailbones and feel that release. On the next breath, bend your right knee, draw your right knee to chest. Exhale, place your right foot to floor. Inhale, telescoping ribs, moving belly away from pelvis. Exhale, tuck tailbones, lift up, move the block. And then lower upper back to floor. Tuck tailbone, lower mid back to floor. Tuck tailbone as you lower all the way down to floor. Keeping the tuck until down. Bring the soles of your feet together so the knees are out towards the side. Bring your hands up onto your thighs by hip crease. So your feet are in Baddha Konasana. You're coming into three rounds of Uddiyana, lying down onto your back. So from here, take a deep breath into lower back. Exhale completely through the mouth. Exhale, tuck the chin to chest, pull your belly in. Press your hands against your thighs. Press thighs against the hands. Feel for hollowing your belly out. Lengthen your sit bones to heels and keep feeling the spread of the ribs. Relax. Breathe to lower back, spread ribs to floor. Exhale. Exhale through the mouth. Chin tucks in, belly pulls back. Pull. Feel your side ribs opening up. You're moving chest to chin. Your sit bones lengthens to heel. You're hollowing your belly out. Release pelvis. Breathe to lower back, spread ribs to floor. Exhale. Exhale completely. Pull your belly in. Spread your ribs. Spread your diaphragm. Keep hollowing your belly out. Sit bones lengthens towards your heels. Lower back presses to floor. Release. Use your hands and draw your knees together. Roll to your right side. Left hand into floor, on floor by chest. Breathe in. Exhale, push the floor away as you come up and use your right hand to support your head and knee. Come up to your knees. Coming on to the stretches, the next stage, you'll fold your mat if you need to protect your arms. You're coming down, your back of your hands are to the floor, fingernails are to the floor, your fingers are reaching towards your knees, your elbows are bent. From here, take a deep breath into upper back, broaden the back with breath. Exhale, begin to straighten your arms and reach your fingers towards your knees. Breathe in, move belly away from pelvis. Exhale, pushing the floor away, straightening your arms a little bit more. Deep breath, breathe to the palm of hands. Exhale, push the floor away, straighten the arms and reach your sit bones back if you want a higher level of intensity. Inhale, release, and peel your hands up. Your next pose today is dolphin. So working with dolphin, palms facing down, and then with one leg up. So dolphin, palms facing down, we'll go for 4 breaths, both feet onto the floor, and then working, if you're going further, with one leg up. 3 breaths on each side. If that's stronger than you want it to be, then clasp your hands and keep both feet to the floor. So measuring up, we'll go straight into this. Hands onto biceps, elbows to the floor. Reach your hands forward, parallel the forearms, and make sure elbows align with shoulders, or clasp your hands. Keep the neck relaxed. Everyone breathe to upper back, lift, spread back, curl toes under. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor, and then lengthen through spine. Inhale, expand your ribs. Feel your back ribs spread towards your armpits. Exhale, lengthen, reach your sit bones back and reach heels to floor. Relax sternum and breathe through sternum down into heart. Exhale, reach back. Back of your thighs, back of your calves reaches to the back wall. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, wrap the shoulders as you reach back. For those working with one leg up, press your right foot to floor, right heels aligned with right sit bone. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. Exhale, reach it back. Breathe to left hip, feel for reaching left thigh away from pelvis. Exhale, you're lengthening your left leg away from you. Breathe to left hip and move left thigh away from left hip. Exhale, reach back. On the next breath, breathe into left hip. Exhale, lower your left foot to floor. Align left heel with left sit bone. Breathe in, lift your right leg up. Exhale, reach it back. Spread the toes. Breathe to right hip, feel the moving right thigh away from pelvis. Exhale, wrap the shoulders, reach back. Spread the toes. Inhale, send your right thigh away from right hip. Exhale, lower your right foot to floor. Both feet down, deep breath. Exhale, release, bend the knees, and come all the way on down. From here, come up to stand. So you're standing with your feet, coming into horse stance. Your feet, your heels, they are about 2.5 feet away from you. Your hands are onto your thighs by your hip crease. Uddiyana, sorry, not Uddiyana, Agnisara with traction. So here, press down, both feet to the floor. Take a deep breath. And exhale, chin tucks in, and moving belly. Nice and slow. Keep moving belly. And breathe in deeply. Exhale, chin tucks in, and then moving belly. Keep pressing, keep tucking sit bones down, and you're moving belly. Press your feet to the floor. This is twisting horse. So from here, take a deep breath. Exhale, twist to the left. Breathe into lower back as you're stretching out of lower back. And exhale, twist to the left. As you breathe, feel you're lifting belly away from pelvis. And exhale, twist. Inhale, release, coming back to center. Other side, take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Feel as if you're moving thighs away from each other. Sit bones presses down. Breathe as you lengthen out of lower back. And exhale, twist. Breathe in, lifting belly, lift diaphragm. Exhale, twist. Inhale, release. Stand, heel toe your feet together, and stand at the front of your hands. Your knees tweak if you need these, then pad your mat or fold so that you have support for your knees. And then standing at the front of your mat. Stand with your feet together. If your back is tweaking, your feet are a little bit wider on your mat. You're exhaling your hands together by your chest. Tuck your sit bones down towards your heels. Give yourself a moment and just feel yourself grounding. Feel your feet solid to the floor. Your belly's lifting, lower ribs lifting, but your neck is relaxed and the shoulders away from your ears. Just take in how you feel in this moment. Coming into a B series, so bend the knees. Inhale, reach your arms up for chair pose. Reach your sit bones back, belly's in. Take another breath here, deep breath, expand your ribs. Exhale, fold, belly's in, hands to the floor. As you breathe in, move chest away from thighs and knees. Exhale, step or hop it back into plank. Reach through the heels. Now from here, option to bend the knees, come down, modify chaturanga, or coming down, reaching your heels back, elbows are tucked in, all the way to the floor. Bring your hands forward so the elbows are under the shoulders. Bend the fingers, tuck tailbone. Breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward. Lengthen your legs back. Elbows about 3 inches forward. Tuck your elbows in. Exhale, move your chest forward as you come down. Hands under the shoulders. Breathe to lower back. Curl toes under. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Wrap the shoulders and push the floor away. Warrior one. Inhale, step your left foot forward by your left hand. Right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Keep the neck relaxed. Press into both feet. You reach your arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Step your left leg back for plank. Feet together. Exhale, lower down. Either bend the knees, modify chaturanga, or lower all the way down. Keep the elbows in. Elbows under the shoulders. Hands forward. Breathe in, cobra. So move your chest and ribs forward. Lengthen your legs away from you. Exhale, chest forward as you come down. Readjust. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, curl toes under. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Wrap the shoulders. Push the floor away. Warrior one. Breathe in. Step your right foot forward by right hand. Left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push the floor away and reach your arms out and up to sky. Exhale, hands down. Step your right leg back for plank. Reach for the heels. Exhale, lower down. Hands under the shoulders. Reach the heels away from you as you lower down. Inhale, cobra. Move chest ribs forward. Lengthen legs back. Tuck your elbows in. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Wrap the shoulders. On the next breath, breathe and bend the knees. Step or hop your legs between the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen through spine. Inhale, stand up. Lift your chest. Reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, coming into a seated position for chair pose. Feet presses down. Breathe in, lengthen belly away from pelvis. Exhale, fold bellies in, hands to the floor. Breathe in, move chest away from thighs and knees. Exhale, step or hop it back to plank. Reach your heels from you. From here, you're coming into 5 of these. You'll press ups, but you're not going all the way down. 1. Pushing the floor away. Feel your shoulder blades as if they're squeezing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then lower all the way down. Keep the elbows tucked in. Then breathe into cobra or low cobra. Move chest forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, readjust. Hands under the shoulders, inhale, curl toes under. Exhale, press back, downward dog, wrap the shoulders. Warrior one, breathe in, step your left foot forward by left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Push floor away and reach your arms up to sky. Exhale, hands down, step back for plank. Reach through the heels. And then exhale, 4, 5 of these. So reach your heels away from your hands under the shoulders, inhale. And then exhale, lower down, coming back up. Lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. And then inhale, cobra. Move chest forward, lengthen legs back, elbows tucked in. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Warrior one, breathe in. Step your right foot by right hand, left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push floor away as you reach your arms up to sky. Exhale, hands down, step back for plank. Reach for the heels. Hands are under the shoulders, inhale. And then 5 of these. Pushing the floor away. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower all the way down. And then breathe into cobra. Move chest forward, lengthen legs back, tailbone tucks the heels. Exhale, release, go down, hands under the shoulders, press back, downward facing dog. From here, wrap the shoulders. Inhale, bend the knees, step or hop, your legs between the hands. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands together by your chest. We're coming into a free series, free pose vignettes. Chair pose, bend the knees. Breathe in, sweep your arms up, lift your chest, reach your sit bones back. Exhale, fold forward, belly in. Inhale, move chest away from thighs and knees. Exhale, step or hop it back to plank. Lower down, keep elbows tucked in. Cobra, inhale, move chest forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Archer Warrior 2, inhale, step your left foot forward between the hands. Bend your front knee, your arms are reaching out to side. And then reach your left arm up, bend the elbow, reach it back. Bring your right arm around the back behind the hands or use a strap to bind. Press into both feet, breathe in, telescoping ribs up. Exhale, glide your right shoulder down, reach your left elbow up. Breathe in, lift sternum. Feel as if you're moving chest to chin. Exhale, reach your left elbow up as if you're unlocking shoulders. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, glide your right shoulder down as you reach your left elbow up. Feel the strength in legs and then breathe in. Push the floor away as you stretch up. Exhale, left elbow is up, right elbow is down. Inhale, release. Extended warrior variation. Place your left forearm onto your left thigh. Bring your right arm around the back, tucking it onto your thigh by your hip. Relax your left ear to left shoulder. Breathe in, lengthen your left ribs away from left hip. Exhale, glide your right shoulder away from your ear. Breathe in, move belly away from your left thigh. Exhale, both shoulders are down away from your ears. Breathe to lower back and feel your lengthened lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, tuck. Feels as if you're curling pubic bone to navel. Inhale, release. Hands to the floor for a lounge lunge. So reach your right hand forward. Left foot is back to the floor. Straighten your right leg. And then breathe in, lengthen ribs away from right hip. Exhale, arc your right side ribs to the inside of your left thigh. Left foot is anchored to floor. Breathe in, move belly forward. Feel as if you're moving sternum to chest, sternum to chin. Exhale, opening the side ribs as you bring your sternum to inside of left leg. Breathe in as you lengthen out of lower back. Exhale, taking it a little deeper. One more like this, deep breath. Exhale, release. Bring your hands down under the shoulders and step back for plank. Reach through your heels, hands under the shoulders, exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Move chest ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Wrap the shoulders in downward dog. Archer Warrior 2, inhale. Step your right foot forward between the hands. Warrior 2 stance. Push the floor away, reach your arms out to side. Reach your right elbow up, bend the elbow, bring the left arm around the back and bind the hands or use a strap or clothing to bind. Press down into your right foot, breathe in, telescoping ribs up. Exhale as you reach your right elbow up, glide your left shoulder down. Breathe in, expand your ribs. Exhale, lengthen. You're reaching your right elbow up, but both shoulders are away from your ears. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now feel you're unlocking that right shoulder as you reach your elbow up. Left shoulder is down. Inhale, release. Extended warrior variation. Place your right forearm onto your right thigh. Left hand is around the back, tucking it onto your thigh. Left your right knee to right shoulder. Press into your right leg and breathe. Lift your side ribs away from hip. Exhale, curl pubic bone to navel and press back to the edge of your left foot. Deep breath. Breathe to the left side of your neck. Deep breath. Lengthen left ear away from left shoulder. Exhale. Glide your left shoulder away from your ear. As you inhale, you're lengthening, stretching lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, relax your right ear with right shoulder. Inhale, move chest forward. Keep moving chest to chin. Exhale, release. Bring your hands to the floor, either side of your right foot for lounge lunge. Your left hand is reaching forward about 18 inches ahead of the shoulder. Straighten left leg. Right hand is traction in your thigh forward. Breathe in as you lengthen the ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, twist to the inside of your right leg. Breathe and move belly away from pelvis. Exhale, send your left sit bone back. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, press your right foot to floor as you open side ribs to the inside of right leg. One more like this, deep breath. Exhale, release. So bring your hands down and then step your right leg back so you're coming down onto knees. You're coming into towel slides in your next pose. When your towel slides, your towel or your socks is set up. So I'm doing this here. My hands are to the floor or to the edge of the mat as you would for Warrior One. My feet have stepped onto my slidey blanket. Inhale, I slide all the way back. And exhale, coming up. Do anything from 5 to 10 of these. Okay. So sliding 5 to 10. You're really working your abdominal muscles and feel how it opens into your lower back. Towel slides. Good, Mario. And then use your abdominal muscles to come all the way up. Good. Deep breath. Nice. Nice glint, nice variation on there. Good. Good, Barbara. And then reach it back, reach back, reach back. Good. Now use your strong abdominal muscles as you come up. Done 5 of those. And then from there, coming back onto your mat, step into plank. Reaching your heels away from you, hands under the shoulders. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, lower down, keep the elbows tucked in. Inhale into cobra. Move chest forward as you lengthen your legs back. Tuck your elbows in. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Wrap the shoulders in downward dog. Inhale, step your warrior two. Breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands. Your right foot is square to the short edge of the mat. Bend the front knee. Arms are reaching out to side. Reverse warrior. Breathe in as you reach your right arm up, opening side ribs. As you breathe out, reach your right hand to the left, to below or above the knee. Left arm is reaching over your ear. For me today, I'm going to traction. So you bring your left hand, bend the elbow, and just allow the back of your skull to relax into the palm of your hand. Press into your right leg as you inhale, lengthen out to right side. And as you exhale, reach your left elbow up and relax your head, the skull into the hands. Breathe in as you lift belly away from pelvis. Exhale, push the floor away with both feet and reach your left elbow up. Try to relax as much as you can into the palm of your hand. Inhale, lift your side ribs away from your right hip. Exhale, reach your left elbow up and keep relaxing your skull into the hands. If you're going further, you can release your hand and reach your arm up. But if that feels really nice for you, then stay. And then breathe as you're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, pushing the floor away as you reach your left elbow up to sky. One more like this, deep breath, lift sternum. Exhale, tailbone tucks. Use your left arm, breathe in, and use your left arm to pull your body up. Right hand supports your head and neck. Your next pose today is head to ankle press. So your left hand is onto the left thigh, your traction in left thigh towards the left. Your right hand is to the floor, walking your hands towards your right shin. or that hand can be onto a block. Press into your left leg. Breathe to left hip. Exhale, move your left thigh towards the left. Bring your forehead to the right. Right forehead is moving to right shin. Balloon the breath into left ribs and feel your ribs as they open to left. And exhale, bringing your forehead towards right shin. Breathe to left hip and feel the moving left thigh away from left hip. Exhale, move, traction your left thigh towards the left, your forehead to the right. One more like this, deep breath. Exhale, release. Your next pose today is Mancoon stretch. So from here, you're bringing your hands down to the inside of your right leg. You're either onto the ball of your right foot or the heel is to the floor. Hands on the inside of your right foot. From here, breathe into your left hip and lower back. On exhale, you're folding over to the inside of your left leg. If you're going further, you can bend the elbows so your forearms are to the floor. And you can be onto the ball of your foot. Now breathe into left hip, deep breath. Exhale, feel for pushing the floor away. You can bend the elbows, forearms to the floor or onto a block. Breathe in, glide your side ribs away from left hip. Exhale, folding and pushing the floor away. Right foot is active, push the floor away. Spread your breath to back ribs. Exhale, glide your left sit bone back. Press your left foot to floor and breathe, move belly away from left hip. Exhale, reach back, so you're reaching back to the edge of your right foot. Inhale, release. Place your right knee to the floor. Step your left leg back for plank. Reach back to heels. Exhale, lower down, keep elbows tucked in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Wrap the shoulders in downward dog. Warrior 2, inhale, step your right foot forward between the hands. Bend your front knee. Arms reach out to side. Press into your left leg, breathe in, reach your left arm up, opening side ribs. And exhale, reverse the warrior. The left hand is now below or above the knee. Reach your right arm up. If it's comfortable for you, then relax your skull into the palm of your right hand. As you inhale, lift out of your left side. Exhale, push the floor away with your right foot as you reach your right elbow to sky. Keep the neck relaxed. Breathe in and lift belly, diaphragm, lift chest. Exhale, reaching your elbow up. And if you're not reaching your elbow up, you're reaching your arm over the ear. Inhale, expand your ribs. Feel your ribs as they open to side. Exhale, pushing the floor away and then lift, lengthening out of lower back. One more like this, deep breath, lift chest. And exhale, reach your elbow up. Use your right arm, breathe in, let your right arm pull you up, use your left hand to support your head and neck. Come all the way up. Your next pose is head to ankle prep 1. Your right hand is onto right side, traction the thigh towards the right. Left hand is to the floor. You're walking your left hand towards your left foot. Everyone breathe to left hip. Exhale, traction your right thigh towards the right. Bring forehead towards the left knee. Inhale, move belly away from pelvis. Exhale, traction and keep moving thigh towards the right as you bring forehead to the left. Breathe to lower back as you're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, moving, opening side ribs. Move thigh towards the right and bring forehead to left. Inhale, release. Main cool stretch. Bring your hands down to the inside of your right leg. Your right foot eases towards the right edge of the mat. Again, you can be on the heel, so the toes are curled under, reach back to the heel, or the foot is flat. Press down into both feet. Breathe in as you lengthen the lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, fold over the front edge of the mat. If you're going further, bend the elbows so your forearms are to the floor. Press your right foot to the floor. Breathe in, lengthen ribs away from hip. Exhale, fold. If you can use a block, then use a block for your forearms so you don't have to go so deep. Inhale, breathe to lower back as you lengthen your lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, push the floor away with both feet and reach your sit bones back. Inhale, move belly away from pelvis. Exhale, pushing the floor away and feel this opening into lower back. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, release. Place your left knee to the floor and then step your right leg back so you're coming into all fours. Your next pose is boat with the strap. You grab hold of your strap. You're lying down on your belly. The tops of the feet up to the floor and you're reaching back. You grab hold of the strap and you're reaching your strap forward. Your arms are off the floor. That's all that's off the floor. So your feet's on the floor, your belly's on the floor, forehead is relaxed. We're staying here for 5 breaths. So use your abdominal muscles and your back muscles. Now breathe in as you inhale, move belly away from pelvis. Exhale, tuck tailbones down to heels, lengthen your legs back, lift your hands up, and reach your arms forward. As you breathe, breathe to lower back as you're lengthening out of lower back. Exhale, wrap your shoulders as you're lengthening your arms forward. Breathe in and move belly away from pelvis. Exhale, tuck tailbones and then lengthen your legs back. Feel this opening into lower back. Breathe in, spread your ribs. Exhale, tailbone tucks and then reach. Arms are forward, sit bones tucks to heels. One more like this, deep breath. Exhale, release. Lower down, hands under the shoulders. Breathe to lower back, curl toes under. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Wrap the shoulders as you press it back to downward facing dog. On the next breath, breathe in, rise up to tiptoes. Exhale, reach heels to the floor. Wrap the shoulders. Inhale, bend the knees, come all the way on down to the floor. And then come down onto your back, lie down onto your back. You're lying down onto your back, your arms are reaching out to the side. Press your lower back to the floor, pick your feet up off the floor, draw the knees towards the chest. And breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to the floor. Exhale, allow your knees, both knees are coming down towards your left armpit. Head is moving into the opposite direction. You can use your left hand onto right thigh, just above the knee or by your hip. Now everyone breathe in and expand your ribs. Exhale, relax your right shoulder away from your ear. Breathe to lower back as you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, relax your jaw. Breathe through sternum and filling your heart up with breath. Exhale, pull belly in. On your next breath, breathe to your side ribs and then really feel for opening up your side muscles. Exhale, feel for that release as you let go. Breathe to your right armpit, deep breath. Exhale, right shoulders away from your ear. Press both arms to the floor. Breathe in, draw your knees back to center. Exhaling, allowing your knees to come down towards your right armpit. Head is in the opposite direction to your knees. Your right hand can be onto your thigh just above the knee or onto the hips. Breathe in as you move belly away from pelvis. Exhale, relax your left shoulder away from your ear. Breathe to lower back as you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, sit bones touch the heels. Breathe to your left side ribs, deep breath. Exhale, shoulders soften. On the next breath, you're breathing to your left armpit. Exhale, shoulders down. Breathe to sternum, filling your heart with breath. Exhale, feel for that sense of release. Bring both hands back to floor. Press your arms to floor. As you inhale, draw your knees back to center. Exhale, face the feet to floor. Lie down in Shavasana, lie the soles of your feet to floor. Soles of your feet together, knees out towards the side, or straighten your legs. And bring your feet, if you do straighten your legs, bring your feet as wide as the mat, so you're opening into lower back, into sacral area. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. And let your arms relax away from the shoulders, shoulders away from your ears. Giving yourself a moment to let go completely into Shavasana. Connect, reconnect with your breath. Noticing how you feel as you let go. As you lie here, feel the energy that's moving through your body now. Feel for moving that energy to every part of you. And on your next breath, stretch out in a way that feels good. Bend the knees, move your knees towards the chest, hug your knees close, and feel for easing out your lower back. Roll to your right side. Left hand is to floor by chest. Breathe in. On exhale, push the floor away as you come up. Use your right hand to support your head and neck. Coming into a seated cross-leg position or sit in a way that feels comfortable for you. Bring your hands together. Your thumbs are lightly touching sternum and feeling the beat of your own heart. Give yourself this time to notice how you feel and congratulate yourself for your practice. And thanking you for allowing me to guide. Finish together with a deep breath. Exhale. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.